There we go. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're really well. I just thought Ruth was stressing out because there was no sound. I just hadn't put it on yet. I did remember today, though. I had a big fat sign sitting here on my desk going, "Don't forget to put the sound on." So there we go. I will turn that down. Right. Thank you, everyone that watched on Saturday. And if you did miss out, I'm really sorry about that. We just tidy this up because we had to take it down. It was just too much. I'm not putting you on my front version yet for a very good reason. Hang on. There we are. Right, there you go. Now you may look at me. You do not need to see what I was just doing. But yeah, Saturday was just a little bit of a. It was a good day because Rob and I got to do the show together. But then in the same token, it was a manic day because we thought it'd be a really casual show. No, everybody joined in, and of course they did. It was a Saturday. A lot of you are stuck at home at the moment for obvious reasons, and yeah. So sorry about that. And it was really busy, and we have started, Emma's at work now, and all of our orders from the Saturday show are going out, but Rob and I spent Saturday evening, because there's no one else around on the weekend, is there? Saturday evening, and then all of Sunday, and then half of yesterday, had to sort of get ready for today and do a few other things, getting them all done, and so they're all heading out the door today. And I'm just having a look here. Now, Cass is joining us from Sydney today as well, because I'm here on my own today, which I should be able to do, shouldn't I? But, you know, if I get a bit stuck or need a bit of help, Cass is around. Ruthie says, first time I've had to watch with no sound. So you're happy when I hold the cards up? Well, actually, I don't need to hold the cards up today, Ruth. You only need to remember one thing today, because what we're doing today, we're running through the website. So, yeah, so it's all good. But hello, Donna and Lynette and Marg and Mary. Ruthie's here, of course. Hello, Jenny Miller. Have we sorted your... Never mind, I'll talk to you later about your order. I keep thinking of things when I see people. Hello, Anne and Joy and Kerry, and Denise is here. Oh, and Jel and Kathy's here too. Robin, Helen, Tina. Tina from Newcastle is with us. I love knowing where you all are. You do know that. I mean, I know where half of you live, don't I? Because I send you orders all the time, but sometimes I don't. Especially if you haven't watched us before, it's really, really nice to, yeah. So Fiona says, yes, was going to watch it at work that night. Yeah, so we took it down, Fiona, at 10 o'clock. And I think I said I was going to go 10, but it had to come down because we'd reached the point with the orders where we were starting to run out of things. And I think maybe with the exception of a couple of things that Petra wanted, who sort of emailed them after the deadline anyway, and she said she wouldn't chuck a tantrum. I'm pretty sure everyone got everything they wanted. Hang on, Cass says she's made it, just had to save Willa's chicken. Oh, Dottie the chicken, who escaped over the fence. At the risk of having you all get the RSPCA to ring me, Cash, you got to clip those wings, mate. Got to clip the wings. The ex-farmer girl tells you here. Hello, Michelle and Robin. Good afternoon, Marie. And Judy. Oh, is it chilly down there, Judy? I bet it is too. I was talking to Flick yesterday. She said it was cold. Oh, Gail, hi, you're back. And Di Rushworth. Are you at work, Di? I wonder. Hazel, Cecily. Oh, Chris. Yes, order. Straight stitch plate has arrived. Yay. And I'll put the rest of your feet together for you. Oh, good, Jenny, you've got your order. Oh, that's fantastic. Mugs in Tamworth. I love Tamworth. I've done a peely down Main Street. Just so you know, Margaret. Margaret will know what that is. And Rosemary's here. Oh, you're all in the building. Also, so Tina, Jack is cooking muffins for all of us, and you're going to mail them out. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. Hello, Joy and Sue, and I could keep this going, but let's let's get going for the day. Now, did you see the sign that I had? This one here. So today's really different to what we did on Saturday. So we went back to the live feed comments and stuff on Saturday. That is something that we can do when we have time, or as a special treat every now and then. And Emma and I were speaking about it today because I was in at work this morning with Emma, giving her a bit of moral support and a bit of a kickstart on getting all of the orders out. Live feeds are great, but they're a lot of work because we have to collate and invoice and find all your addresses or ring you to find everything. Today, what we are doing though is our specials are running through the website. So there's only 4 of them for today. I'm going to be brutally honest with you, 4 things. You know, sometimes you just gotta stop and learn to know when to stop. We're running 4 things. There are 3 kits for a purse and this gorgeous little pack here, which I'm going to tell you about in a minute. What you'll do, if you would like anything from today, you're going to go to the website, www.chandlerscottage.com, you all know that, right? And pop in the search engine live 4, capital letters, no space in between, and it's just going to quickly bring up for you the 4 things that we are doing today. So I'll put them on there. There are 3 kits for the little purse that we're making. I think I'm nearly over my zip phobia. I started making this and I literally, there are faults in it, but I've got it right for the next one, and by the 3rd one, when I write the pattern for you, it'll all be good. I started making this at 12 o'clock and I made the pattern up as well, I knew what I wanted and I had the shape ready and I kind of knew how to do it. I started it at 1 o'clock. I finished it at 1:30. I went and chucked the lippy on and here we are. So we're going to make the second one together. I did plan on having it cut out. I said on Facebook, but I haven't. It's a working zip. Look at this. It works, it works, it works. It's a working zip. There's lining. But so there's a couple of phobias here that I have overcome. On the website, the zip is purple. Now, that was me playing it safe, and I've decided if we're going to overcome the phobia, no, 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 loud and proud. And the other kits all had contrasting zips. So I have switched for a green that matches the cork. So this is my second phobia, which I have overcome today, which is cork. Everyone told me, it's size up, Lisa, the same. It's exactly the same. It can't be. It's cork. There are differences in cork. So when cork first came out, it's like any new thing, we love it all. It's like when flannel first came out. We love it all. We just want it all. And then as time goes on and different ones come out and different suppliers come on board, manufacturers, all of that, we get a little bit fussier. A bit like Melburnians in their coffee, really. We get a little bit fussier. So we now know what's a good cork and what's an average cork. I haven't come across a bad cork. I haven't heard any really bad cork stories. But there is good quality cork, and there lies the difference with what it's like to sew through. So we are working with Sally tomato cork. There are so many on the market. I could bring in a cheap copy in from Española, from Spain or Portugal for us. And look, down the track, once I get my head around the whole cork thing, we might even do some of our own. I could actually have I've found where I get my designs put onto cork. How cool would that be? Oh, gum leaves, cork. So that's all down the track. But for now, we stick with the one that's got the good reputation that we love. And I know it's really nice to sew with. And I want to show you a bit. Oh, jeepers, I've got to make sure I remember that iron's on. Here we go. So this is Sally's, and she's actually got her name on the back, and that's all fine and well. But see this? It's beautiful. It's soft, and it's really nice to work with. Now, I've got that one, and then this one, yeah. Then the green one's the same, the other one's the same. So you see that? It's really, really nice. Now, the other one, hang on. Gimme. This one here is another brand. Well, Margaret Upston put me onto this one. This also has a really nice back to work with. I find the good quality ones it's all about the back, because this is the side that's really important when we come to traction on our sewing machines with the feed dogs and everything. And also the texture of it and how well our needle is going to punch through it. I sewed this one today. I didn't change anything. I've got normal tension on my machine, just a normal sewing needle. Nothing, no different. No, my feet, everything's the same. So that's, oh, do you like the tassel? The little suede tassels. So we are going to do that today. So you'll see the 3 kits for that on the website. And then the other thing that you will see is this kit. Oh, that's just me, isn't it? There you go. This is the other little pack that I wanted to share with you. So this came about in a couple of different ways. First of all, as you know, I have a fantastic distributor, and when he has some things or a few bolts left over, he knows that you and me love a bargain. So, excuse me, sculling the water. He said, I've got some fabric you might like. And when he showed it to me, I went, no, don't like it. Ooh, but what's that other stuff you've got there in the background? He was really surprised that I wanted this collection. But my motivation, I'm reaching that age. Girls, no, don't worry, it's not the boys. But Philip has the most gorgeous mate, Beth from primary school. I think they held hands, were unofficially an item in grade 5 for about 4 weeks there. After that, they have stayed the best as friends. And Beth is up in the country now, and she is expecting her first bub. So I've got my first excuse to make a kids quilt for her. I don't want any like big precious heirloom thing for her. I want to give her something that she can just throw on the floor and play with lots and lots of bright colours in it. So this is the pre-cut pack that I have put together for you today. There should be a piece of paper in here. And I've just devised a little block set up for these pieces that I'm going to use to get me started. I'm just making a really quick, quirky quilt. Nothing fancy, but a lot of fun, because I'm going to sort of mix and match my colours as I go. So these are my very technical notes. I'm going to have Cass beautifully write up for you and pop them in the pack with the pre-cut pack. This pack, I can't remember how much it is on the website now. Cass, can you have a look for me and let the girls know? I'm just drawn blank. I can't even remember. I know that it's really, really good. I think it's $37.50. You are getting 10 10-inch strips, so you're getting 10 fat quarters in this pack. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's $37.50. So that is literally $3.75 per fat quarter, or per quarter meter, something like that. It's under $16 a meter. And what I love, we actually had some of these on the Chandler's Cottage website for ages. These were big, and they just keep reprinting them. They're all cloth works. So what I'm going to do is just quickly show you what my plan is for these that I'm going to include in your pack. So I just need to choose. Oh, thank you, Fiona. Oh, you beat her to it. Yeah, $37.50. You just all come to the party for me. That's fantastic. All right, I'll choose 3, and I'll just quickly show you what my plan was. Oh, look, see, Cass has done the official thing. And put the little link up and everything. Wow. See, you just can't beat good help, can you? Look at that. I'm a bit excited, actually. We've got someone else coming on board to help with live feeds and stuff soon. So I'm a bit I can't say anything, but I'm really excited. Because not everyone is available all the time, and this is what we have to remember. It's all very well for the boss, me, to say we're doing this on this day, but not everyone is available like you and me at 2 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon. So you sort of got to have lots of different people doing lots of different things. Hello, Cheryl. How are you today? Were you here on Saturday? I don't know. Saturday was, what a day. It was a big day. Okay, what we're going to do. Mainly Saturday was a big day because I talked non-stop for 2 hours after the tonsillectomy and whatever that other thing I had done that I can't even pronounce. And I fronted up back to the ENT surgeon yesterday and said, I ruined my throat, it's all really bad. And he actually told me it wasn't for talking for 2 hours. We're just part of the healing process, Lisa, and suck it up and come back in 3 weeks. It's a bit sad. But I was a bit relieved it wasn't from Saturday. Okay, what we're going to do. We are going to cut a 5.5, a 2.5, and a 1 3/4 strip. And I'm hoping I wasn't talking too much and trimmed too much off. Let's have a look. A 5.5, if I have, that is my own fault. A 5.5, a 2.5, and a 1.5 inch strip. I have, you know. Oh, we'll just change it. I'll just change it for now. It's not going to matter. Yes, it is. I know what to do. 5.5. Don't trim as much as I just did, and pay attention. Don't talk at the same time, okay? You're going to cut a 5.5 because I had it all beautifully worked out for you. Because I've lined 3 up together at the same time. What I'll do for the purpose of this exercise, I'm going to pull one of these off and make it my 2.5 inch strip. Let's do that. See, I nearly had enough. What a wally. Okay, and a 1.5. There would have been heaps if I hadn't have just chunked that off very liberally like that. That happens a lot when you own a patchwork shop. You lose respect for fabric, and in the way that you when you pay full price, when you pay for fabric and you've taken the time to go shopping and you put a lot of effort into doing that shop and you're matching it all up, you treasure every single last 1/8 of an inch of fabric, and that is precious, and never ever give that up. But what happens when you get people like me that have been doing this for a long time and, you know, are used to being surrounded by a lot of volume of fabric? You lose respect for those little bits of fabric. And, you know, I watch my girls at work get really cross or stress out with what I throw in the bin, and so they, no, I do not judge them if they go, if they go through the bin and help themselves, because I just trash, you know, it just goes. So that trim off I just did, but I've just thrown on the floor. It's way too big. Okay, then 5.5. So that 5.5 inch strip, you're going to cut it all up into 5.5 inch. We're going to cut 6 5.5 inch squares across. So 1, 2, because they're doubled up, remember, 3. So out of those strips you have got 6 of each colour. And you're going to do this with all of your strips if you choose to, if I haven't completely put you off already. This piece here, I want you to hold on to this. This is spare that you are going to use to come back and make extra sashing and 2-inch square pieces with. This is your little optional extras. So hold on to this, because I worked out, yeah, the finished block size is with a seam allowance is 8, and what you've got left over is well over 9. So that means when you need more sashing and more of the smaller squares that we're going to cut for our cut-off triangles, you're going to be good. Alright, for the purpose of this exercise, I've got one here I'm going to show you. These ones, the 2.5 inch strips, you're going to cut them all down. All of them down into 2.5 inch squares. Now, I've got this doubled over. You'll be able to line 2 or 3 strips up at a time. I think this is going to be one of those fun things to do that I would cut it all before I even started piecing or mixing it up. I had a whole list of things here to tell you about. I haven't even done that yet. We'll come to that. Okay, so you're going to cut all your pieces up, 5.5 inch strip, and cut 6 from it with each of them. Then you're going to cut a 2.5 inch strip, cut them down to 2.5 inch squares, and then you're going to have 1.5 inch strips. These are going to get cut into 8 inch strips because these are going to be sashing that goes around each block. Sorry, not all 8. So you're going to have 5.5 inch ones and then 8 ones. I'll show you what I mean. So this is going to go down here. Then you're going, no, not that colour, Lisa. Pick one that works. So you want good contrast, okay? Good, fun contrast. This is your 5.5 inch square. We're going to do the classic snowball, okay? So we're going to pop these on here. You're going to sew, I'll put this in the instructions for you. Sew a line, draw a line across, and then you're going to sew across here. You're going to trim that off. You're going to fold that back. So we're just making cute little snowball blocks. I will. This for me is going to be so much fun because it's not what I usually work in. Work in a lot of teal, not that much purple, fun, quirky little shapes on the patterns. And it's just going to be a no-brainer. Just to sit and have a bit of fun, a bit of colour therapy. So I'm just going to fold these with the iron now so that you can see how this looks. Of course, if you're watching and you're writing it down, you're going to be able to run to the stash and go, yeah, let's use all those bits up. Okay, that's it. So that's what we're going to use for those. Now, as I said, for your sashing, this square is 5.5. Okay, so you'll want 2 5.5s. They're going to go down there. This is going to add another 2.5 to a 5 blocks, so it's going to be 7.5 finished. So done and dusted. Now you may go, Lisa, I'm not too sure about that. Well, you know what? You've got lots and lots of different ones here to work with. So in your pack, as well as these 3, you've got aqua with a lovely little dot through it, pretty little hearts on purple, the waves like this one in the blue. And I said we've had this and this was so popular. If I'd known I could have still got it, I probably would have bought more. Pink in that pattern like this one here, then the waves in the purple. Beautiful little navy blue start. So to me this is a great baby quilt because, you know, gone are the days where we stick with the pastels and the lemons. Purple, pink, blue, aqua, the darker one here as well. That's going to give you great contrast. So there are 10 in there. I forget how many we have, but I think when I did the maths last night, I think we can do, I think it's about 20. I know it's set into the website, so I think there's about 20 or so. But there you go. So I'm going to get mine made up. So what you'll get, hang on, did I work it out for you? 10 times 6. You're going to end up with about that would give you 60 squares. See how you go. 60 is an interesting number to work with. It's going to sort of maybe come in at about, you can go 7 by 8, have a couple of spares left over, make some toys or labels for the back. Just have a little bit of a play around, but I think you've got heaps of fabric there to get a really, really nice little project out. Even, you know, you guys have all got all of my bag patterns and everything. Even if you did a small quilt for a bub that, you know, is quite funky and bright, that's just big enough to use to lay them on or for a change mat, and then make one of the big free pattern totes and pop it in with the fabric as well so it all matches, would be just a nice thing to do. In fact, that's what I might do for Miss Beth. That's what she might get. I can't believe my baby's friends are having babies. Oh my goodness. I know what you're saying. It's just the next chapter, Lisa. It's just the next chapter. So there you go. So that's that pack. And that's on the website now, so you can grab one of those. Emma asked, I'm making Emma the bad guy here, the bad girl. Emma said as I walked out the door, the girls aren't going to expect that I can combine their orders from Saturday with their mail orders from today, are they? And I just went, no, I will tell them no, because all the invoices are done. She would be halfway through now, at least, if not 3/4, and they're already packed at the door. So we're not going to do that to her. However, what I will do, and moving forward, this is the plan, we're going to do a show today on a Tuesday and then on a Thursday. I will be setting it up so we do the Tuesday show, then we wait for your orders to come through, so they'll be on the website and they will come through over Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we'll do the show on the Thursday, and we will complete and send Thursday, Friday, and that way, or probably Friday afternoon, that way you're kind of getting anything that you see during the shows, or anything else you want online in a week. So you're not overdoing it with postage, because postage is the killer, isn't it? And I think that's really, I think it might, if you can live with it being like that, I think it's really good, because then you might order something on a Tuesday and went, oh, I'll need thread for that, or I'll need pins, or, oh, while I'm there I should have grabbed this, and then we'll do the Thursday show and it will go out. If you buy something Tuesday and go, nope, I need it now, you just ring us or email us and sure, we'll pop it in the mail. But otherwise we're going to combine them, and that way you're not paying too much in postage. You've got time to think as well. So you can put stuff in your cart, in your shopping cart on a Tuesday, have a think, kick back, see what comes up Thursday, and we'll be straight out the door. So anything you order Tuesday, we'll have it sitting ready to go, and then at the end of the Thursday show, walk in the door Friday morning, out we go. Let's try that. Oh, did you hear what I said the other day? I think I was still on. Afternoon, Yvonne and Ruth. Oh, good morning, Natasha. I think, hang on, Natasha, did you see? I made one in half an hour. Now I've got to make 2 more. I've got sidetracked now. I said we'd do mornings on a Thursday. What enough? It's never going to be a morning. If Thursdays are the day that is play day, where we might play away, what if I'm playing away in Hillsville or at Margaret's at Druin or anywhere else? There's no way we're going to be ready to do a morning show. So we're going to stick with the 2 o'clock slot, and I think it's going to work for everyone better in the afternoon. You go out and do everything that we have to do in the morning, come back in, and it's going to be left up anyway on YouTube and Chandler's Cottage, so you can watch it anytime. Em said today you should really do the odd Saturday one again, so we'll see how we go. What else did I have to tell you? Oh, I promise I will change the backdrop after today's show. It's been there too long, but and I've got a nice quilt to put up tomorrow. Do you know the sun's come out and there is a blowy in here? Oh, sorry, we will translate for Natasha. A very large fly, a blowfly, a big fly. And now I have a cat chasing the fly. I wanted to leave this up one more day because I forgot to put up the other day the leaf that's hurtling its way to everyone at the moment. I'll just give you a quick look and we'll move on to our purses. There you go. So this technique that everyone in the club is doing this month is pre-shaping with polyfuse. So the polyfuse is still in there. You don't take it out. It's fibrous paper, it's water, it dissolves with water, with movement. It is safe for your fabric and threads. This is the Maria Waters whiz bang method she uses for her quilts. I did pop in the notes with your club. Have a look at Maria's insane quilts on the internet. You will find one called Renaissance Revival that one founders at Houston, and one Best at Paducah, and a Best of Australia, and it's all done with polyfuse pre-shaping. Incredible. I'm just going to hang that back there, and then I will take all that down. Yeah, and the next ones are nearly done. I'm so behind, but it's funny because, yeah, month 5 was packed off, month 6 was packed off before month 5, so it's sitting there ready, which is great. Yes, what else did I have to tell you? Oh, quick show and tell. Wait, did I put it? Our little trinket boxes have come in, ready for our spring show. And Natasha, if you are still watching, we will talk later, because I know you want some. Well, you said you did, but you might not now, I don't know. These are our new little boxes that have been made in England. And inside, they have Melba in gold foil writing on the inside. And they have a little brand on the back. But I had to choose which one to do first, and the scale of the pattern is really, really important. So I thought, look, I'll play it safe. And hang on a minute, I have to throw something at Ginny because, no, that didn't work. That was a pin cushion. Hang on, let's try a teddy bear. That worked. She's decided that the binding that's here for Felicity's quilt is a mouse. Okay, there we go. So these little boxes. So this is going to be what you will get when you come to our spring show. We're changing a little bit. We had VIP passes. Now it's going to be $10 to get in the door, and you will just get one of these. Now, the Girls in a Quilter's Life, I'm just trying to do that so you can see the foil without it shining weird. I'm doing a little pack for you, which is going to be available from, they arrive on the 19th-ish of this month. I'm going to do a little special package for you that has this beautiful little pair of gold scissors, and then it's going to come with its matching trivet so that you can have this on your bedside table, or you can have it on your sewing table. And I'm just wrapping that up, and I'm going to post it up as a special, and yours are going to be available this month. And if you go, here come all those girls in a quilter's life, they get all the stuff, that's because they are special. They are members. They pay $10 a month to be special and get special deals and special stuff from me. That's just what happens. To that end, they're getting the pattern for today's purse. See? They're just special people. If you join the club, you gotta have some perks, don't you, to being a member of a club. Hey, did I show you these? I need to redo the whole set, the whole shelving and everything, but come on, one more look, because I've got Michelle's shoes here. You gotta see them. Oh, Natasha, are you still watching? What size are you? Do you wear high heels? Because I think these are pretty funky. Aren't they the best? So I'm going to get Michelle on Thursday play days. She's going to come and play and show us how to do them. A little bit scandalous though. She said that she goes into the op shop and she asks them for stripper shoes. I'll leave that one with you. Okay. See, Sharon Key says she loves being special. I love that you're special too. Yeah, their size, Marie, do you want to know what size they are? They actually do fit me, but I have to I have to stand up holding on to something. I'd have to walk with two of those hiking sticks to be able to use them. So yeah, so yes, there's special for Quarters Life girls, and to that end, now I'll tell you that bit in a minute. Something else very important I need to tell you about Quarters Life. What else? Thursday show, 2 p.m. I'm working my way up to the Thursday play days, and I wasn't going to do one this week, but I am. Because we did our lanterns on Saturday. So if you missed the lantern show, this is what we did. And we had kits for the lanterns. And those kits sold out. But Thursday, we're going to come back. We're going to play again. And I'm doing a little advanced kit with some other ideas. Now, when I spoke to you on Saturday, I hadn't made up this third one. And I promised that I would do it because I waited because I wanted to try and do it as a cut work one. And it worked. So it's just so cool. So we did one in Melba Fans and one in the lattice, and then one in the new gum leaf. So if you weren't here Saturday, this is the new gum leaf print that's going up on the new website. I don't think it'll even make it on the old one. So, I don't know, it could be there, I'll check. Anyway, what I did when you've got it out flat, and I'm going to show this again on Thursday with another fabric because I think it's really cool. And I haven't seen it done on any of the demonstrations in the company that actually do the lanterns yet. So I went through with a scalpel and literally just cut through the shade plastic that comes in the kits and the fabric, and I did it on a board, not on my good board that Steve bought me, with a scalpel. So a really nice sharp scalpel, which are really easy to pick up from a craft shop or anywhere, and cut through. And you don't want too much. And you don't, look, see I made a mistake there. I went a little bit too close to the top rim, but I'll share all that with you on Thursday. And I've got some other little ideas and some do's and don'ts. And after making a few now, I've kind of got some little tips on how to do it. I will also have, I'll also have some little lampshades here to show you as well. But yeah, so what happens? These glow beautifully. But this is really cool because you get these intense little slits of light coming through, so they're really cool. All right, so we are going to do lanterns again quickly on Thursday. Well, not quickly, but there's sort of things that you want to do with lanterns, and then you have to stop yourself because when you then put the light through them, there's nowhere to hide. So you can't have seam allowances or anything underneath without being fully aware they're going to show through. So we will we'll have a little bit of fun with those on Thursday. Yeah, I've got some really cool ideas, so we'll do that. Now, today, the other thing we're going to do are these little purses. So as I said, the smart thing to do would have been to just pull a free download pattern or something off the internet and just use that because we know it worked. No. Did I? No. Did I know what I was doing? Definitely not. So, and I'm still shaping this one out a little bit. But I had some fun. I find that if you teach yourself a lot of the time, because I'm very much a self-taught girl, that you learn, you know, the classic line, you learn so much from your mistakes. But that is fine. You've got a little gusset on the bottom. And yeah, we've used the cork. So there were 3 kits. You'll see 3 kits on the website. And as I said, I'm changing over the purple zip to the green so that it matches this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful appley green Sally Tomato cork. And it's just got this little bit of a bubble through it. And that bubble is the softest purple. So it had to be the purple to start. It also goes with my mint gum leaves really well. I haven't got it by the meter on the website yet. I wanted to do these kits first because I think it's really important that we all get used to and learn how to use the cork. Cork is about $60 a meter, girl. So, you know, it's not like just go and buy a whole heap and work out what to do with it later, I don't think. I know a lot of people have bought a heap of cork and it's still sitting in their cupboard because they're too scared to use it. So we're going to do it slow and steady and get going. Oh my goodness. Don't have your tonsils out, were you, at 50 something? Oh, sorry, it just grabs me every now and then. Okay, let's do this. Now, we've got 2 other kits that we can we can choose from today. My tickle in my throat is annoying, but a good thing, because it means the stitches are thinking about leaving the building. Okay, that is one kit. So we've got our black and metallic cork. Oh, wrong shot. Black and metallic cork. Our cream gum leaves. We're going to run a black zip. Okay, we're going loud and proud, please, with our zips. Contrast colour. Fiona, welcome to the club. Oh man, the pressure's on now. I better throw a heap of stuff on there this week for you if you've joined up. Now this is your batting that you're going to use. Because the cork has got a substance to it and it's a little bit thicker, if you were just to use your straight cotton next to it, it's going to sag and lag and it's not going to have any body. So we're going to back the cotton fabric with this. I haven't used Palin. I've used this other one that we got in. It's just a thinner, denser adhesive batting. So you're going to get that piece in the kit. And then we've got these funky, very funky suede tassels. So that's that one. And see, it's on a little fob chain. So you're going to put your little loop on the side, like I did with the purple one. And you can hang your keys off there, your membership badges, whatever you've got. I have got so many things for us to do on a Thursday. I'm just now, I'm very, very excited. Thursdays is play day, okay, so we're going to stick with kind of, more traditional bags and quilts and things on a Tuesday. And then the first Tuesday in every month is High Tea Tuesday, and that's when Emma Bowman's joining us to make something to have at a high tea. And then also it's kind of stitchery embroidery day, because that's Emma's thing. So we're going to compare notes on doing things by machine versus hand and have a lot of fun. She's going to do some smocking for us, and then I'm going to do some sheet smocking. So we're going to have a lot of fun. Now this is the other kit. This is different again. So I haven't gone with the fob chain with this one. I'm doing it a little bit differently, and of course you can add your own on. But look what I found. Look what I found. I found these. Can you, oh, there goes one over the counter. See that? Are they not just gorgeous? They are a ceramic flower. They've got a little hole in the middle. So what I'm proposing that you do, I will get mine made up. I'm not sure which one I'm going to make now today. Oh, now I don't know. Oh, we might have to do this one, and then I'll have to crawl under the table and grab the bead that's just fallen off. We can do that. I'll put one on. So the bead in the middle is going to come through, thread through the bead and back in. It's going to hold the bead in place. So my thought was, that's our purse, and I'm actually thinking of putting this on the cork. So if you look at the shape of this one here, I'd actually put that, I'll put that down there, like that. Alternatively, you could make yourself up your own little thing, but look, I'm going to put it here, and I've got two, so I'm going to put them on, I'm going to put them both, one on each side. The other thing you could do, you could put them both over the top of the teal that they match, and that little gold bead's going to pull up the metallic in the fabric. Yeah, and then so this one, I found zips that will perfectly match the colour of the cork. Because I love a little bit of tan and aqua, a little bit of teal and aqua. It's reminiscent for me of my love of South American jewellery and Native American Indian colours with the suede, and then they throw that whole topaz in. Now I can't decide. Alright, I have to make them both up anyway. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Then I will come back later and make up the black one. Okay, we'll move these out of the way, and I will go down and get that other bead later. Right. I have to remember what I did because I literally made it up as I went. And I'm going to show you that. You'll get full instructions, but this is, I think it's good. Because I can show you kind of the whole design process at the same time. Now, the template that I have is 7 inches high. So that means that if I cut a strip that's 7 inches high, it's, 7 inches across, I would be able to get both my lining panels out. But we actually want to be able to piece a piece of this to our cork for the outside panels, so we actually need to cut a bit that's bigger. If I want it half and half, which is what I did between the two, then I need to cut a piece. I'm going to cut a piece that's 4 from here, straight down the middle of these pieces, and depending on which kit you've bought, you'll either get a long strip to cut that way, or with this one you're going to get 2 pieces of it. This is the one we don't have a lot of because of the cork I've got at the moment, and because of these. I think we can only do about 8 kits of this for now. I will have more, but if you want one with this week, you're about 8, and then I will get that back ordered for you really quick. Anyway, what I'm going to do with this is cut a piece that's generously bigger first. Where's my ruler? So I know I'm going to be able to get everything I need out of this piece. So I'm going to cut this down to, I'm going to cut it down to 8. That's 7 down to 8. See my funky new Creative Grids ruler? Yeah, I've been using Matilda's Own for ages, don't get me wrong, I love them, but mine were getting really tired, and I must be honest, it must be my eyesight at night time or something now. I'm struggling with the fluoro ruler. So, see, there's another precious piece of fabric that must not be thrown in the bin, Lisa Chandler. Oh, we're going under the table now. The purple one's just fallen off. Okay, what I need to set aside, I worked out for my 2 lining pieces. If I do this whole piece, so this is just over 5 inches, about 5.5 inches. So if I cut 2 pieces that are 12 inches, I know I've got ample. This is, I can see where I'm going with this one. All these little holes, and the grid work's easy to read. I mean, I know, I'm just telling you stuff you already know, that they're a really good company. I love those little rulers we got on with the grips we had the other week. I'm just annoyed. I took a picture of it for the new website, and it's ended up going back to work, so I've got to grab one when I go back. Okay. If you've got any questions today about what we're doing, and you really want to talk to someone, and you can't talk to me because I'm here, Emma's at the shop, so you can ring her and catch her. Alright, so I'm setting those aside for my lining, and then the bit that I've got left, I'm just going to cut it down the middle. So I've got 2, and these we're going to cut down to 12 inches as well, because I know that that's what we generously need. You can't see a thing I'm doing, can you? Sorry. It's what I generously need to lay that template over when it's ready. Oh yeah, so just back to, so Fiona, you'll be very happy to know, now you've just joined A Quilter's Life, you'll be really happy to know what's happening at the moment. Anyone, do you remember my geisha? There was a quilt called Japanese Collection. I think I've had her up a couple of times, Geisha in the Moonlight. And I'm remaking my geisha at the moment as, hold on to those, you'll need them, as Madden Butterfly. And we've had lots and lots of discussion over how we do it. Do we just do it as a block of the month, like the applique sampler? Do we offer it as an additional course or something on A Quilter's Life? Do we do it as a book? There's lots and lots of chat about it. So what we've decided to do, and I say that's the royal we, but Cass and I have spoken about it and decided what we're going to do. It's going to be part of your club membership. So it's just going to be part of your $10 a month membership, full video instructions, and you're going to get it all. You're going to get full demonstrations, videos, the whole lot as part of your club membership. So $10 a month, you get everything else, plus you're going to get a full block of the month demo and patterns in the club. The big thing though is for the fabric that I'm using for the two versions I'm doing, so I'm doing a classic on like a coffee cream with a black butterfly fabric I've had stashed for a while from Robert Kaufman. The big thing is I'm cutting these down to 4 inches at the same time, folks. There will be limited kits, and you will only be able to put in to get one of the kits if you have joined the club by the end of this month. And I think that is only fair, because everyone that's been in for a while and everything, I'm just going to have people sign up for the pattern and then have dibs. So you have to be in this month to be eligible to get a kit, and then next month the club will start. And I was going to wait until I'd finished it all, but I'm just going to do it. No, we could wait. You could wait and wait and wait for Lisa to finish it. There are a lot of elements from the original quilt, and then there's new ones to pull in the butterfly theme. So I'll stick with that in a newsletter. But you now, Fiona, will have access to that and to the patterns, which is really super duper. When you trim down your cork, you're going to end up with a couple of bits left over. Hold on to these. It's fantastic, this stuff. It doesn't fray or anything, so you can literally cut beautiful little different shapes and things, but you are going to need a little bit if you want to put a little loop for a key ring or something, or a fob chain on the side. So hold on to those. Now onto the back of, as I said, onto the back of your fabric pieces, we're going to add some batting. I think I'm going to get a bigger table. I think, yeah, I've just had to stretch that a bit because I just sort of grabbed a bit and I thought, yeah, that'll be 24, not quite. So this, I'm going to trim this down to 4 inches as well, just neatly. Just neatly. Hey, you know how I said we're doing the lampshades? Oh, dropped it. I said we were doing the lampshades on, I've got some small ones for Thursday. If you want to see a big lampshade and you want to see it done in Melba, please hop on to Natasha Makes YouTube and have a look at yesterday's show. Natasha made up a big lampshade with my Melba border stripe. Robert immediately just gave me the look sideways as if to say, hello, why don't we have lampshades? But first of all, I pointed out that it was a really big lampshade, and that if we put those on our little bedside tables, that would be it. There'd be nothing left. But we do have lampshades. You've seen them. They're in the warehouse and stuff. I'll bring them home. But not in Melba. I did under the Australian sun. But yeah, please, if you've got time, have a look. That's lampshade. It's insane. and some of the other fabrics that she has on her lampshades in it, we're working on it to have them here. They will be out and about in the Funky Quilter Club when we get it going with Cape and all the other ones. Right, we need to iron this. Onto these. See, I'm stretching it a bit because I'm going to pin that down there. You know what I like about this one? She don't melt, so you can actually iron it if you want to get started from the batting side. Hello, Barb. Oh, Natasha who? You just look up natashamakes.com. You will find her. Or on YouTube, Natasha Makes. She's my BFF in the UK. Well, I have three BFFs. But Natasha is the stockist and soon to be distributor of all my stuff. Brion Festival of Quilts 2022, I say. Hope we're there with bells on. Oh, look, I'm a little... Oh, girls. I've missed a bit. You'll forgive me, please. No judgment. No judgment. Okay, this is going to go on here. And this is going to go on here. Now, before we do that as well, we need some tabs for the end of our zips. Now, the zip phobia. Yeah, I really like this technique. You actually make little tabs for the ends of your zip. Ruler. A really big ruler and a really, really big, where did I put the others? A really, really big rotary cutter to cut two teeny weeny little 2-inch squares. So these little 2-inch squares are going to be your zip, the ends of your zips, like that. Now, depending on which shape your cork comes in, you'll also want something if you wish to have it as a little... Ginny, would you pick that? No, the cat's not going to pick the purse up for me. Hang on. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. If you want to do this. So this particular kit is not going to come with this. It's going to come with the 2 ceramics. But that's not to say that you couldn't pop your own keys or something on the end. You want a piece that's about 3 inches. I'm just going to cut that there. And depending on the shape of your cork as well, you're going to have some bits left over. And as I said, you could make extra embellishments from these if you wanted to. If you want to have a go at making your own tassel, if you've got a bead shop nearby or something, you can buy heads like these to make tassels. And the thing about cork is it doesn't fray. So, with your leftovers, just to show you, you can do this. Just watch your cork, depending on which piece you've got, because I did it this morning. There can be quite a wide selvage on one end, and I just chewed in and I ended up with 1/2 inch of selvage in one of my 12-inch pieces, so just be really careful. So see that? I've got my tassel going now. Oh. So depending on the size of your tassel head, you could just glue it, I suppose. But I think it'd be nice. So if I kept going, I'll chop that bit for you. Oh, and I chopped one. I chopped one off. There you go. See, like that. Make your own tassel. So this bit here you just roll up, and if you pop into the jewelry store or something and buy one of these heads, my local bead jewelry store is Eureka Beads. They are awesome. They used to do the shows. You used to go to the shows and see them. You can always ring them and ask them if they've got them. They mail order everything. See that? Make your own. I think that's pretty cool. Right. You know what time it is? It's time. Got to get the machine out. Okay. Actually, you know what? Just before we do that, let's do this. These little 2-inch squares. These are our zipper tabs. So we need to iron these in half, like that. Here, Deb, sorry, I've got to go back a bit. I just saw something about Deb's been up the country and she nearly drove through a mob of kangaroos. I'm sure I just saw that. I didn't dream it. Oh, Joy, you've joined. This is so cool. Oh, great. Cass, I did a video for the girls this morning. I think I can say girls. I don't think any fellas have joined yet. I did a video for the girls this morning and I don't know if it uploaded. Can you just let me know after the show and I'll quickly do it, because I did one in the kitchen this morning while I was making lunches. All right, there are our tabs. So what will happen with these is we're going to cut the ends of our zips and we're going to sew that across there on both ends. We're going to cut our zip down to the size we need, but then that's going to become the tab on each end. I actually made a boo-boo on my first one because I was doing my first one and I didn't leave enough of the bag on each end, and if you look carefully, don't look carefully, I've got to go back and fix this one. So we're going to make our zip a little bit shorter on this one. Okay, now the top of our bag, just so that you understand how I worked it out, botched it up, I'm going to fix it. The top of our bag is 9 inches across here, and this includes the seam allowance. So when you think about it, okay, that's 9 when it comes down without the seam allowance. So that's, yeah, 9, that's going to be 8.5. So I planned my zip to be 8.5. I just left enough for the seam allowance, but that is not enough. You need a little bit more. So we're going to come down to 8. Now, remember to put this in the middle before you trim down your zip, or you know what's going to happen. He's gone and you're going to have to go and get another zip or spend 5 hours or hand it to the husband on the couch to try and put the zip back together. Which I do, and he does do it for me, but we haven't got time for that today. All right, so it's 9, so it's finished 8.5 to here, and I need a little bit more leeway, so I'm going to come down to 8. Like that, and then this is going to go on here. When we start playing with cork, you're going to need your wonder clips, and I promised to get these the other day, and I said I was going to get the good ones. Oh, it's just a bit of brain fog, and it wasn't just your clips that I forgot. There was a whole list of things I needed to order from this supplier, including some more Liberty cotton and a few other things, so that has now been done, so we can get them here quick. Put this one down this end. Take a bit more time with this end, of course, because the zipper's not together down this end, so just get them nice and close as you can. Yeah, wonder clips for cork, much better than pins. You don't want to pin through your cork. They're really quick and easy. Right, so that's ready to sew as well. Now we need a sewing machine. I had the machine up on the counter before, but because Rob and I still had the switcher, so I can switch cameras for you on the right hand side, it was in my way. Okay, so oh, is her bell a bit too loud, Ruth? I'm so sorry. I will I can kick her out. I might kick her out. She's just hanging around out being silly near the door, but we can move her out. She will take offense, but that's all fine. The thing is, I can't take the bell off because she does play away from home. And we live, where we're living at the moment, we back onto the bird wetlands between Edithvale and Mordialloc, Bayside, Melbourne. So that means we have an abundance of beautiful wildlife and birds outside our back door. In fact, there's a beautiful, if we walk about 10 minutes, there's about 200 acres out the back. If we, in fact, Cool Just Life Girls, I will give you a look. We've got a whole, one of those big sort of concealed bird observation spots. There is a skill to sewing standing up, you know, and I'm working on it. Alright. Okay. So yes, we can shut her out. Oh. If you're watching and you're in the Applique Club, and I will put out a quick email about it as well. When we packed all off, all 150, whatever it was of them, there was one page left. This is about embellishing your, oh, he's down the bottom, you can't see him, your wax flower. So they were all sealed, and I just thought, no. So when you open your packs, please have a look and let me know if you're the lucky charm. Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory missing wax flower embellishment, and I will get it out to you. Right, let's throw some cotton in this machine. I'm not going to worry too much about matching cotton because this is just mine. I made the purple one up this morning with embellishment thread, you know, with a polyester embroidery thread, because I didn't have any purple cotton at home, and it's sewed fine. It was absolutely no problem at all. I might let you see what I'm doing if I do this. There you go. I'll just ooh, that reminds me, I have to ring Christine Davey, because she is going to be the next proud owner of one of these 720s, so I've got to get that organised for her. Right, that's in, bobbin is in, so we can sew these now. Feet, I am just sewing with my normal foot, nothing special at all. Depending on the age of your machine, the foot pressure in your machine, you might need to or want to switch to a walking foot, but I have not, I've not on the banana anyway, had the need to do so. I'll just zip this along. Okay, who put me on turtle speed? Let's just speed that up a bit. I haven't seen any do's or don'ts about stitch length either yet. I'm not using my 1/4 inch foot. I could be, but I can see the guide on here, and it's going to save me some. It's what I'm going to use all the way through, so I'll show you in a tick. Okay, so that's one. I don't think it matters which one you have on the top. I've just popped the cork underneath. But Alright, so camera needs to come up a little. Who said that? Oh, where? On the table? Sharon Keys? What do you want to see, mate? Do you want to just see this, or do you want to see more? I can get more for you. I can take it up. Hang on. I have the skill, I think. There you go. Let's just hope it all doesn't fall apart now I've done that. There you go. Now you can see the switcher. Alright. So we're going to press this up towards the fabric. And you can see that I am ironing this cork. Hot, hot, hot. Doesn't matter. can hit it with an iron. So we'll do this one. I have ordered the overhead lights as well, folks, so we'll get a... you'll get a better light soon as well. You're welcome. So Rosemary, what my tinnitus means I can't hear Miss Ginny. Oh, do you suffer from that? I do. Periodically I suffer from it. Yeah, it is. Do you know what I worked out what was causing my ringing in my ears though, Rosemary? It was my snoring, and we're hoping now that that is all gone in a couple of weeks' time based on what I've just had done. Okay, I need to give you now an overhead. So this, you see this one down here. See, I need a bigger desk. There we go. These are now ready to cut down. So I've got grid on this template, which is all fine and well, but I'm just going to center mine over these. I tell you what, I'm going to go down, then I don't have to trim. It's just quicker to show you this way. I'm not being fussy, I'm just drawing in biro, and I know you go, oh, Lisa, look, it's fine, because you're not going to see it. That's the edge we're going to cut. There we go. Okay. One. Now I'm going to cheat. I'm going to pin those together, make sure they're lined up at the bottom. Do as I say, not as I do. When you have the leisure of time at home, do them separately, but I'm going to wing it. And I know I've got my big blade just for this bit. There you go. Sure that all lines up. Okay, so they're done, and we'll do the same over here with our lining. So we'll butt that right up against that edge. This piece is still wide. I could have trimmed it down a little more. Remember, we needed it wider to cut the two widths for the top one. So flip that over. If you, when you get your pattern with your kit, you can always make a full template if you want to. Cass and I will just do a half one with the dotted line down through the middle. But if you're going to make a lot, do a full one. And of course this for me is about, this was the fun project, tackling phobias of zips and cork, but you are going to be able to make them with absolutely, make the one up you get as your kit, or if you're in the club, you'll get the pattern, and then, just hit the stash, And something this small, it's where you pull out all those braids and use them up, just bits and pieces you've got, pre-piece them this way instead of in the two sections. Just a lovely small thing that you're going to be able to make up literally with stash, with scraps of batting that you've got left over. You're going to need to grab a few cheap zips. Well, I'm not cheap, but zips don't cost much. I've got beautiful zips coming, but just a simple zip in this case. Best present. If you do a lot of hand, I suppose if you do a lot of English paper piece in your handwork, you know, it's just nice to have them all compartmentalised into different little bags. So you're going to cut those little darts out. There you go. So the panels are ready, that's it. Now we can go to the sewing machine and sew our little tabs. Look, I did, I didn't have a teal at home to use, so that was really annoying. I've got to make, see, it's blue, it's not really. I'm going to run mine through now in cream because these are so fast. I will come back and do another one for the promo shot. And remember, I've only got 8 of these for now, so you know I've got time to make another one up, or I just might not be able to do any more. We don't know yet. Okay. First thing you're going to do is sew these darts now. So just put them right sides together. It's this little dart, just these little darts here on the corners, on the base, on the bottom of each of your what am I trying to say? Lisa, just say it. On your lining pieces. And on the outside. Pam's here today too. Oh, now Grandy, are you new? I would remember that name. I'm sure I remember that name. What you won't all realise is a lot of our VIP customers, hello Kelly, have different names on Facebook to their real names. So you should see our database. It's very interesting. What? I hope you have one that auto cuts out just in case. What cuts out, Cass? I don't know what you're talking about. Whoop. Okay. We'll go this one. These little bags too, I've got, I might make up some more little kits as well. You know, sometimes I don't. Oh, yeah. Do I have one that automatically cuts out? On my iron. Well, yeah, I do. This one here doesn't beep at me. I got rid of the beeper for here because it was driving us all mad when we were doing live shows. The one at work does cut out. Yeah, and so Rosemary needs one. The worst thing I do is I sew with loud music in my headphones sometimes, which is not good for the ringing in my ears. But you know, sometimes you need a little bit of an 80s pick-me-up, and I don't hear the iron beeping. Of course, Cass is also laughing because I was a bit Fruit Loopy with some of the painkillers as I was on. I nearly burnt the house down. Not with the iron, it's another story with the stove, but yeah. Fun times. Okay. We just now do these little darts here. I just missed cutting one on the other front panel. I'm just sewing these, everyone, with a 1/4 inch seam. But see what I mean? Oh, what did I do to you, you poor thing? I pulled backwards, which was really naughty while I was sewing. Is that sewn across there? It is. That was me. Operator error. Very naughty. My banana deserves respect, and it did not get it. Okay. Let's do that again properly. See, I haven't done anything special. It's just sewing through normal. I don't know why I thought it would be a problem. Same with leather. I can sew through soft leather though with this machine, no problems. Okay, so that's that one. One more to go, everyone. Thank you for your patience, and then we will go on to the next step and the dum-dum-dum, the zip bit. Cheerio. I might have created a little bit of a thread underneath, so I'll need to fix that up later. Now, these, okay. We are just going to top stitch across these. So I think it's a bit hard to see at the moment. I'll Cass will do some whiz bang little diagram for you. You see that? Just across like that. We'll do the same down the other end. Surprisingly, that cream, oh yeah, I suppose, no, I'll redo it. Or I'll make another one. This one will be mine. My main inspiration was this, for this actually, was I wanted one to take with me. What you saying, Jenny Miller? I usually do zips first and the darts is the last thing I do. Oh, well, you know. It swings and roundabouts. But I'll show you how I'm putting this one together. You can always change it around. This is my first attempt. Well, this is the second one I've ever made. And zips, don't even ask me. I think it's from high school. You know, we all have those little phobias about sewing phobias from high school, don't we? All right. With your, now in the first one, I didn't do this. I had them set up that you would push your seam, abut your seam allowances. It's okay. But with the cork, I think, I haven't even pressed or pushed that one out properly yet, by the way. It will look a lot better. I'm going to put a little clip in here. And that way I'm going to be able to flatten out. Like that. And I think I'm going to get a nicer seam if I do that. That's right, Chris. Quilts don't need zips. You're absolutely right. And that's how we avoid them, isn't it? Same with buttonholes. We avoid buttonholes. Oh, I don't avoid buttonholes anymore now. I've got my, well, I don't avoid them now with an, oh, I've missed one with an automatic buttonhole that we've got. Push and select and forget. How did I do that? How did I do that? I don't miss having a lever either from my foot. Just does it now. Puts itself up. Up. Oh, this is where I'm supposed to do the right thing, isn't it? Cass, and say, there's a banana sale coming. That's what I'm supposed to say. Okay, so we're going to open those up. Right. Now, on to the zips. She says, here it is. Glad you can't quite see all that mess that's that way. Go over the top, which is that one. Okay. Your zip is going to go, now you can see all the mess. Your zip is going to go here, like that, okay? And you're going to pop one of your lining pieces. So the zipper is down, and see the zipper is actually, the tabs in the middle out of the way. And then this is going over the top. If I get this wrong, you know, I'm just going to throw it somewhere and say, and read the pattern later. You know I'm going to say that, don't you? But you want to make sure that that zip is in the middle. So what I did last time, I didn't leave enough for us to be able to sew up the side, come in, kiss this, and then keep going. Put these in here. I just want one to hold that where I want it till I put this one over the top. Hey, does anyone live up near Merimbula or Bega? I know someone does. One of you does. I can't remember who it is. Because when Margaret and I do our little road shows next year, I want to come to Merimbula or Bega or Pambula, because it's my little one of my little favourite pilgrimage parts of the world. So if anyone does live up that way, can you I know someone lives in Merimbula, because when Mum and Dad went up last year for a holiday, first morning they walked out on the street to go for a walk. Someone walked past them with a patchwork pin tuck bag, one of mine. So Dad was like, oh, I can't escape her. She's everywhere. Okay, let's, but yeah, seriously, we want to come up. So I'm sort of putting the word out, I suppose, to a few communities now who might be interested in us coming to play. That one, that one, there we go. Right, we're going to sew right across here. Now, this is where you would usually put your walking foot on. Your zipper foot on. I am not. I'm going to run it through with just my straightforward foot, because I'm not being precious. I actually don't mind a lot if a lot of my contrasting zip, which is adding a lot of the feature to the bag, is visible. So I'm going to run with just my normal standard foot, number one, but I'm going to change the needle position. And this actually worked really well for me when I did it before, because it was easy to line up a particular spot. Lisa Chandler, you're not even near the start of that. There we go. It was easy for me to line up a spot on my foot to give me a really nice, line to follow, and then I moved my needle position all the way across. Yes, Melanie, Blue Mountains is fine. Oh, well, see, when was the last time I went to I don't even know. Probably when I came up for the one of Tam's retreats. It's probably the last time I was in the Blue Mountains. At Burma Patchwork, somewhere there. But yeah, of course, absolutely. Have a car, have a trailer, have hand sewing, we'll travel. All right, so I've moved my needle all the way across to the left, just with my normal foot. And just go slow, and it's just easy for me to line up something with the edge of my foot so that it stays in a straight line. When you get a certain way down, you're going to have to stop, of course, and lift up and just push your little zip pull out of the way. What did you say, Rosemary? Yeah, so no, the lady that Mum and Dad ran into, she is, I think she's one of mine. I've just gone blank at the moment, but yeah, stock standard Chandler's Cottage bag. So it was a bit funny. Because Dad couldn't help himself. Nice bag. And she goes, oh, thank you. It's a Lisa Chandler. He goes, yeah, I know, she's my daughter. They love doing that. I know a lot of you have met my mum and dad at the shows too, which is nice. Okay, getting to the end, so we're going to run that all the way through. there is the first side of the zip in. Now, maybe a little wonky because I'm talking at the same time. Probably need to pin and secure it a bit better. Yep, all that. But that is how that goes in. Then what you're going to do is going to give this a really good press. I'll just do, if I do it, you know what, I could shortcut it, but we both know it's not going to be any good. So let's just quickly iron this down on both sides. So we're going to press that out of the way on that side. So you're probably going now, hang on a minute, Lisa has lots of bags with zips. Thanks, Melanie, let's do it. We'll plan it for next year. I have walker bags and satchels. So yeah, I designed them up. I'm going to confess, I designed them up, and then Emma probably does most of my zip ones for me. Because if I need them done in a hurry and I need them to be perfect, let me do it. Okay, now, the great thing now is when I go back again with the same foot on and I want to top stitch, I now push my needle all the way to the other side. Then I can line up the edge of my foot where I want it. And I'm going to get a really nice tight top stitch to hold it all in place. This is going to be a dodgy one. I'm going to definitely be using this one myself. Oh, let's please do an English paper piece embellished one. Let's do it. Okay. Done. So close to the edge. Bragging rights. If only it was in the right coloured thread. Now we go to the other side. So now we come back here. We put right sides together here with the other front. And then we put the other lining on the other side. So again, make sure, please, take your time. Make sure it's centered. I know I said wonder clips, but just for this bit, because it's all kind of cotton up this end. Good afternoon, Lisa. Do we have some fun for you at work tomorrow, buddy? And yes, I'm being sarcastic in a really bad way. Who, what, where, when? Oh, smart move, Anne Barnshaw. She uses double-sided tape to place zips in bags. Yes, we've got it. We've got the Clover double-sided tape. We did the photos again yesterday. Now we had it on special, didn't we, in a live show? I don't know if it's on the website, but it's on the new one. I keep talking about this new website. It's been going on forever. And you know, we've worked around. We had one system, we gave it up, we started another one. I've said to Steve, I think, because every time we go, he goes, oh, but we haven't put this up. Well, we haven't put this up. Oh, but those new fabrics have arrived. And I've gone, you know what? Let's just launch it. And then every few days, we can put something new up, which would be really lovely. So he's going to take sort of like a couple of, we're going to do a bit of a sprint. You know, the biggest challenge with a new website is it's not what it looks like. It's not the photos. It's none of that. It is the Australia Post software to get the software right, to interface with Australia Post. Sharon, yeah, the red tape that we used for, no. The red tape that we're using for the lamps, it is great, but it is so sticky. I don't think it's designed for sewing things in with. I could be wrong, but I don't think it is. I'll have a little bit of a read. If it is, you're actually made in the shade, because you end up with quite a bit left over when you finish making your lamps. So one of the lampshades that I've got for Thursday is hexagon shaped. So we're going to talk about how we could embellish with hexagon without a seam allowance. So I'm looking at raw edge and all that stuff, but they're so cute. All right, other side. So now we're going to put seam, needle position again all the way across. I'm going to find the spot that I want to line up with my standard foot. Look, it just depends on your machine. If you have a beautiful Benina with a dual feed, with your dual feed 4D foot, Deb Burt, for example, then that's going to be a go for you. This is my, the 720's got a 5mm, and I do love this machine. This is kind of my, this is my go-to machine. Just got to get that zip pull out of the way. But I'm greedy. I'm just greedy. Being a dealer makes you greedy. So I have, I think the best combo is to have is to have a 9mm machine and a 5mm machine. They're both wonderful, but to have the best of both worlds, I am a lucky girl. All dealers do, but not all dealers do a lot of sewing either, you know, they haven't got time. I'm a bit lucky I get to play with you on my machines and sell bananas. Best as world. Best as world. It must be like that when you sell someone a new car, you know. It must sort of have that appeal. Okay, where are we at? Alrighty. This, oh, isn't that it? Oh yeah. Oh, I'm really glad we went with this one. I'm glad we had this meeting about running with the tan zip. Oh, you know what? This has to be a standard range. I'm going to go back to the people that I got. This has got to keep going, this kit, if this looks this good. I'm going to go back to the supplier of those flowers and see if I can get some more. And I'm also going to get straight onto some more cork because I think this is worthy. Okay, we'll give this a quick press. Now, I mentioned on Saturday as well, again, about our upcoming exhibitions. So, as you know, we had to... Hey, Petra, we talked about you earlier. We had to shut down... We had to close the door, let's just say that, to our face-to-face visitors for the last 2 days of the last one. And that was very, very sad. We were fully booked out, but, you know... That's just the way it is. That's what had to happen. And we just, you know, that was the safest and the best thing to do. So, and we just spent the last couple of days instead showing everything virtually online. And we had a lot of fun doing that. And we paid more attention to taking the show to everyone. So, Ruth in WA got to see a lot more, Petra got to see more, Pauline Boyke from Blackbutt got to see a lot more, everyone that's interstate got to see a lot more of the show because we were more focused on doing it online. And we've kind of taken that on board, that whether we're open or not for the next one, that's what we need to do. So we will have a spring show. We've brought it forward to, I think we start on the 14th of September, and we're going to run longer. We're going to go Tuesday to Sunday with the next one. I am now just matching, can you see what I'm doing? I'm just matching it all up. So outside panels together, lining together. Did I skip a step? You know what? I did, but because I'm going to come back and make this bag and I don't want to take up too much more of your time, I'm going to finish this one to this point and I will come back maybe and just undo this one. I don't want to use any more up because then that means there's one less kit for now, isn't it? Yeah. So I'll come back and finish this one off properly later, but I want to show you how it all goes together. Yeah, so we are going to run it a week earlier, and we've moved it. Petra, get a new machine. Come on. Get a new machine. I'm going to get a sympathy trip on you. We are going to run it a week earlier, and the reason that I am is because I want Eileen Campbell in the building. And if you don't know Eileen's work as well, you need to go and have a look, because where have I put her books? You know, I'm like a kid backstage at a pop concert. I'm a groupie of both Eileen and Maria's work, and I'm lining up Maria to do one for us. She doesn't know that yet, but I'm going to ask Maria to do a show for us as well at some point in the very, very near future. But Eileen's work is insane. It is sensational. It is raw edge applique at its absolute best. So she is going to have, I've got to choose a collection of Eileen Campbell quilts. That was pretty hard to have up. And then we've got some, so because I want Eileen, they usually go away, her and Annie usually go away with the kids for the school holidays, and our exhibition was going to be school holiday time. So we're now running it the week before. When you get to, this throat's terrible today, isn't it? When you get to your darts in your base, I have opened them up on the cork, but when you do these ones, you can abut them either side, and you can pin these, of course, because there's no cork involved. Don't forget, when you get to the lining down the bottom, you're going to need to leave a 6-inch gap to turn it through, like any bag. How bad is it that I have actually published or printed a little book on handbag design, and none of them include zips, because it's about the bag assembly, so I avoided it. But time for a new and improved, well, not new and improved, redo, and maybe I'll add some zips in to the next one. Natasha has asked me to send the books over to the UK, and I've thought, yeah, might give them a little freshen up. But how bad am I? Actually, adding zips into like little slots in cork's so easy because it doesn't fray as well. Okay, so that's all pinned and pegged all the way around, and now we're going to whiz round there. Have you all noted how many times I burnt myself on that iron having it near the switcher? You know, fix that up for next time. Okay. Whoa, look at that. Unbelievable. Okay. So I'm going to leave this gap down the bottom first so that I don't forget. Let's do that. Oh, what have I not done? Put my needle position back to 0. Okay, in the middle, off we go. Oh, I'm on the wrong stitch. I've pushed all the stitches. There we go. Clear. I'd hit my control panel. Yeah, so exhibition, Eileen Campbell, from the 14th, I think, to the 22nd or something. I had the dates up, we will put them, oh, they're in the newsletter. Sorry, I put them in the newsletter for you. Thank you. Yeah, Fiona, I'm pretty sure I left, oh, did I? Hang on. Fiona, have you just saved me a lot of hassle? Oh, yeah, okay. It's only open a little bit, Fiona. You legend. Ruth, yeah, so I was going to put the tab in the side, and then because this bag was optional, I sort of thought about it. Do you want me to put a bit in? I will. This is called interactive, isn't it? So I've got a bit in here somewhere. So if you want to put in, thank you, Ruth. Thank you, everybody. If you want to put one of these in, that's just going to go in here. It'll be in the instructions about an inch down from the top to go in, so I'll just add that in with the peg. You could add anything and as many as you want into your seams, you know. Lots of stuff. Okay, so when you get to here, what I did before, I didn't have all of this close enough together with the tab for the zip. So now I am good. You need to just slow down a little bit when you go over that bit, and you'll come in a little bit closer and then go back out to your 1/4 inch seam. So again, that I've made a note to put in your instructions. You know, I'm always such a in control person, and the whole premise of making a bag for the first time an hour before a show, I will probably have post stress nightmares, which I usually do after a craft show, even though it worked. Can you hear my phone ringing? I don't know if you can. It's Nathan from Benina. His ears must be burning. Go away, Nate. He's forgotten we're live. Now the reason he's ringing, if you live down towards the peninsula, away from me, there is a new Benina dealer in town at Baxter. So yeah, if you're in Baxter, you'll know who that is, and you need to go and say hi. She's going to have a really nice little range of machines down there, and we're going to work together, and it's very exciting. It'd be nice having another dealer around this side of town again, because I do miss the girls at Sewing Connection. And you may all think that we kind of compete, but we don't. It's more like a team. It's an absolute team. Benina. We all help each other out, and so it'll be really nice. We are nearly there. So you remember what the girls said? I've put instructions. Don't forget to leave the zip open for this step. The other thing is, yes, I have put into the instructions where and when to put in your little loop if you want to. And what I was going to say, hello Donna from the UK. You are up super early, girl. Absolutely super early. Okay, what is the time? Because I lose track because Natasha gets up at 4:30, so that's not normal. It's 10 to 7. That is quite respectable. I'm fine with that. So Emma's going, are you still live? Are you still live? Yes, I am. Okay, so I'll actually, Carol Newton, Emma's asking me a question about you, about your order, so I don't know what that's about. Probably wants a bigger parcel post bag from the post office. Can you see my red cheeks? One thing that I suffered from along with recovery was coffee withdrawal symptoms. So I'm usually a 3-a-day girl. One first thing in the morning, then a follow up then at 10 o'clock, and then about a 2:30ish. Double shot. No coffee, nothing really, really hot, nothing really, really cold. So there was probably a lot of my suffering and symptoms. It probably wasn't the side effects of the painkillers. It was probably the coffee withdrawal. And So I haven't been drinking much coffee, and then Rob makes me a little nice milky one in the morning before he's chuffed off to work, which has been lovely. But Emma and I were kind of back together this morning, and we went and got the big double shot from the cafe near the warehouse. And I came home and literally my cheeks went bright red and they were burning to the point I'm going, what on earth? It'll be the caffeine. The caffeine has kicked in. All right, stock standard. You're going to sew up your seam allowance in your base, but don't do it until you're absolutely happy. Oh, that's much better. Up in my zippy cornered. Oh, flash. Oh, that's better. Yeah, you just have a little bit of a play, have a little bit of a push out, and again, don't be scared to hit it with the iron. The other thing I haven't done, and I think now with this one it will be worthy. I'll do it when I fix this one up, and before I take the photo. Trim your seams a little bit and clip into your seams if you need to on the cork, and maybe flatten them out flat so that they just sit that little bit better. As I said, this is a new thing for me as well, but I really, really wanted to share it with you. This is a miracle to me. It is literally a miracle that I can do that. Can I do it again? Can you just let me do it again? Hang on. Ready? Watch. Oh, it's a zip. See now you've got those little tabs down the end. Funky. Oh, it's taking a while to my camera's going too close and too much gold. There you go. I'm very happy with that. There's a little base. Oh, I do like this colour. Okay, so your options are with this one. As I said, you can go through and make with your leftovers. You can make your own little tassel. You could, ooh. Where did I put your flowers? I've put your flowers somewhere. Okay, so I'm thinking, we could change now. Okay, we can put our flowers down here, one there, and then one on the other side. But, here's what we could also do, and maybe this is what we're going to do. From your leftover cork, if I draw up for you and pop it in the pack. Oh, yes. Yeah, see, that is it, Donna. It's the skill of being able to talk and sew at the same time, but also there is a skill to doing it standing up. I'd much rather be sitting down. Okay, stay. But one thing I can do with my eyes shut is cut out a gum leaf. So, look, with your leftover cork. Oh, yes. I'm sorry, but this is just one of those moments. Oh, yes, this is what's happening. Okay, so I can do one on the front, like that, and then one on the other side, or when I do the pattern, I've gone both ways with this one, but the same way, just so it's cutting out, but we could actually have them go the other way. Look! On there like that. Hang on, let me lay it down. You could do that. You'll have bits of cork left over with all of them. So it's going to be up to you. Yeah. Look at that. I'm so excited now. So the cork doesn't fray. Okay, so you can put your little thingy down here. Just so when you cut your cork, be super, super frugal so that you get these bits left over. I've completely lost the beads, girls, as of course I know one went on the floor. I don't know where the others are gone. Doesn't matter. Let's just move all that over there. So that's going to go on there. And if I do the diagram for you, just flip one way. See, that's going to be better if you flip one way and one the other. Nice. Okay. So the kits are there on the website, as I said. Yeah, Donna, I agree. If so you're going to get this. This one's on the website. I've got plenty of this, okay? I need to grab those zips today because I changed my mind at the last minute. But this one is fine, and I'm going to pop this up as a standard kit. This one, I think, will be okay. So, you know, please order with confidence, and if we go through what we've got straight away, I will do my utmost to get these done for you in the next couple of weeks. So I've just got to get the cork back in. It comes in from the States, and then I will get on to the flower people straight away, and the zips are fine. And then the other kit, which again I'm pretty sure we can do about 10 now, and no, so I just want to sit here and make the next one up now. Let's see, this is a little bit classy, and this one, this is going to be the one that you make for the fella, because they don't like to tell you they want one, but sometimes they kind of do. So this would be one that perhaps you could make up with a granddaughter, or for grandpa, for Father's Day coming up, or, you know, it could be the bloke one, and just keep the tassel for yourself. Don't give him the tassel. He doesn't have to have the tassel. But this is going to be a really nice, classy one. We've got about 11 happening of this now. And again, if you're happy to wait, I'm going to get some more in, and we'll have them up on the new website when it goes live. And all of the kits have the fabric, your zip, your tassel, or your flowers. And I'll put the gum leaf pattern in all of them. And then you're going to have tassel, zip, and you've got your batting in there as well. So with this one, even though you haven't got the flower thing going on, there's no reason why, if you've got a little bit of leftover, that you couldn't do a couple of little leaves as well to add on over the top of that. How much and what size is the cork, please, Deb? So the kits are on the website, they're $27.50, and the cork comes as part of the kit. I haven't done the cork on its own yet. Cork is really expensive, and to give you an idea, if you put all of the cost of this kit together, this is $6.50 for your, you know, for essentially 25 centimeters or your fat quarter. This piece of cork is coming up to, I think this is about $10, $11 worth of cork. And then you've got $6 for the furniture here, your pattern, your batting, and your zip. And my girls, time and effort to put the little kits together. So it's expensive stuff, but using frugally or smartly or as a feature, I think when you put it all together like this, it's a really, really nice little kit. So I'm very happy I have overcome my phobia of zips and cork, and we're going to do lanterns again on Thursday. So there'll be new lantern kits. So this is the one that we had. This is the one that's on the way to you now if you ordered it the other day. That one's done, and I'm staying true to that because that's the whole point of exclusive Facebook Live show stuff. The next one that I'm doing is a trio. And may I say, if you want to give it a little bit of a Bollywood feel and a little bit of bling, that's what we're going to do on Thursday. And it will be another little trio lantern kit. And then I'll show you the lamps. There's not a lot of stock here at the moment. We'll see how we go time-wise. I've also, I'm going to take a day tomorrow. So Lisa King will be in the shop tomorrow. If you want to catch up with Lisa or ask her anything, email me or message me through Facebook or anything if you've got any questions. Because I've been off, I haven't had a mum day. So I'm going down to mum's tomorrow. But also, you know, when we get together, we always talk creativity and things as well. And mum used to be the most beautiful folk art painter. It's really hard to get classes and stuff now. And one of my beautiful customers brought me in her mum's folk art books because her mum's gone into care. And I'm sort of rousting mum up at the moment. But also because if you may or may not know, I ran for a while doing different culture fabrics, and we did called the Culture Club, and we had Russian, Dutch and Indian within that range. I'm going back and putting the Russian and the Indian together with some Chinese and a little bit of other stuff, and we're going to do a fabric collection called the Silk Road, of course. And there's going to be a collective of everything that comes from that Silk Road journey. So I need to get Mum back into the folk art painting because I want her to do some really nice sort of original artwork for me to then take and incorporate in to that collection, and just get that whole, you know, beautiful painting brushstroke thing going towards us doing some applique with some threadwork embellishment as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So Lisa will be in tomorrow, and then I'll be in the shop Thursday morning, and then back with you to do the lanterns and talk about some other stuff on Thursday afternoon. Now, moving forward, so the plan is Tuesdays are going to be in the studio days like we've done today, and it's all going to be about not so much traditional, but what we do for quilts, for bags, you know, nothing really way out. Stuff that we can make for ourselves, for friends, new ideas and things. But Thursday is play day. And play days are where you have friends come and play with you in the studio, or we go out and play at their place. So Thursdays is going to be different, and Thursday will pull in not your average quilt stuff. So there will be embroidery, there will be felting, there will be making things that are not quilts or handbags. And if it is a handbag, it's going to involve some new way out technique. I have brought in for us, as an example, these beautiful, they fold flat, dark grey felt baskets, like a storage basket, and you can use it as a storage basket, and I'm going to show you how to embellish it and use it as a storage basket, and that's next week. Or we're going to cut them up and turn them into bags, just as an example. We're going to make Felicity's Parliament of Owls. I'm doing that because they're not here. I've moved them over there. They usually sit on my hand. So just, and then things towards Christmas, lots of stuff. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Now, I'm going to let you go because you've probably got a lot to get done this weekend, and Emma's hassling me. She wants stuff. This exhibition in September that I got sidetracked with before, please note and watch out for your newsletter. There'll be an Eileen Campbell exhibition. There is Rachel Daisy. There will be Gloria Loffman, and there will be Karen Sharkey in the building. Their work. Eileen will be in the building, but their work. On top of that, that's all the big stuff. I would love all of you that have an Australian themed handbag. Remember we used to have the Great Australian Bag Challenge? I want your bags, because that will then give us, so the quilts will be up here and the bags will be here. And I would love to have your bags. If you've entered that exhibition before and they're sitting in a cupboard collecting dust, bring them out. We're going to show them. Anything that you have in a bag with any Australian print, not just mine, any in is in. I would love to have them. I've lined up 3 judges, and they all are being allocated a prize. And then they will get to choose who gets that prize. And trust me, the prizes, they're really good. So please have a think about that. And yeah, watch out for the newsletter. We'll have all that information in it. I'm going to go now. Thank you, and thank you so much for spending the afternoon with me. Time is precious. Again, as I said, Saturday, for all of our quilting friends that are in New South Wales or anywhere else, that is a little bit restricted on where you're allowed to go and what you can do at the moment. On behalf of the Victorian quilters, we would like to tell you, make the most of it. When we look back now, I did not finish all the UFOs. I did not clean out the pantry. I did not fix the garden up. I did not do everything that I could do during that time when I couldn't do anything else. And just know that we are all thinking of you, and it does end. I don't know when it's going to end. Ours been on quite a while, but you do adapt, and just make the most of every day, getting everything done you can at home, so that when you are able to freely go out back into the community, you're leaving the house looking absolutely spiffy, and you've got some cool UFOs that you finished off to show your friends. All right, enjoy your evening and tomorrow, and I look forward to seeing you at 2 p.m. on Thursday. All right, bye for now. See you later.